change like seasons. Alright, cool. Alright, hands in please. Alright, so, how you guys doing today? Good. Good. Alright, so we're gonna try something today. We're gonna try something. Alright, now, the something we're gonna try, you have to make sure that you're 100% focused and locked in. Does that make sense? Yes. Alright, because what happens if you're not focused and locked in, you're gonna walk out of here with a lot of lumps on your head. Okay, make sense? Yes, sir. Alright, so we have to make sure that we pay 100% attention. We're good? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good, cool. Alright, so we're just gonna warm up quick. We're gonna warm up quick. Alright, so we're just gonna execute jumping jacks. You guys are gonna follow with me. Remember, stay tuned right with me. Okay? Alright, hands up. Move to 25, right? Count nice and loud. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Alright, and keep up. Stretch down to the center. Off to the left, or sorry, to the right. Ready? And to the left. To the center, a little bit louder. Me, son, she, go. Ready? And to the right. Me, son, she, go. And left. Me, son, she, go. Good. All right, and now can you start again? Can I ask you a question? Yes, sir. We do Spanish because I know how to count this side. Good. Ready? Now one more time this side. And this side. Good. All right. Cool. All right. So from here, everybody give me 15 squats, please.
1, 2, 3.
Pause.
4.
You gotta count together as a team. Say it again.
We're not working together.
One more time.
We're not working together in a team.
A little bit louder, Mr. Matthew.
We're not working in a team.
Yeah, we gotta work as a team. So that means that we count together. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right, ready, set, go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Could have sworn I said 15. I don't know what's happening over here.
We got confused.
We got confused? You got confused? All right, cool. All right, bring it in. All right. All right, so this is what we're going to do. now, where should our chucks be? Should our chucks be moving at this point?
No, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Are you positive?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So if they're not moving, where should they be? Apparently Siri doesn't have an answer for my question. All right. So if Siri doesn't have an answer to the question, that means you got shit, right?
Yes, sir.
No, ask Google. Ask Google. Ask Google.
So now, if we're not moving our chucks should be in our hands just like this. Okay? All right? So now, first rule in the chucks. All right, we hold them all the way at the top. Okay? We hold them at the top because we have more control holding them up top. If we hold down here, we have like zero control. See, it's like weird. Okay? It even feels weird just doing this. Okay? All right, but if we hold our chucks up to the top, we can configure our chucks and have a ton of control with those chucks. Okay? Do not agree yourself with our chucks. Okay? All right? So we'll start with our figure eight. Okay? Figure eight, we're just making a big X in front. All right? So you want you to take your chucks in your right hand. Okay? And I'm going to switch so here it is. All right? So remember, so your right hand is over on this side. Okay? All right? Remember, we don't want to hold down here. We want to make sure that we hold our chucks here so there's more control.
Why?
Okay? Because I just told you, it's more control. Okay? All right. So we're going to bring it here. All right? So we're going to have our chucks right over the shoulder just like this. Remember, even if they're on our shoulder, we're holding right up top. Okay? So now with the figure eight, all that's happening here is I'm taking my chuck from my right side and I'm cutting down to my left side. That's it. Okay? All right? And then to go the other way, I'm bringing it up, all right, to that same left side, all right? And I'm bringing it, boom, straight down. Okay? Exactly. Just like an X, all right? So we bring it to the shoulder, all right, we cut down, we bring it up, and we cut down. All right? So, all right, let's try it again, all right? We bring the shoulder, all right? We cut down, we bring it up, and cut down. Okay? So now, what's happening here is we're just doing this. We're just making like a big X, okay? But what we want to do is cut the arm motion down to where it's this, okay? All right, we're just making like that small X right in front, okay? All right, so we're still going from side to side, all right? We're just not using that big arm motion, all right? Pause, pause. Alright, so now we're going to do this in the mirror just a little bit. Alright, so we have our chuck over our right shoulder. Okay? Alright, so we're cutting down just like that. Okay? Alright, and then we want to get that X as small as possible to where we're here. Okay? Alright, just like that. Okay? Remember, so hold them up top. Hold them up top. Okay? How you doing, Mr. Loki? Good. Huh?
Me too.
Alright. Pause. Right, pause. So that's our figure eight, all right? Remember, so just small X's, all right, here. All right, so now where we're going is we're going around the head, okay? All right, so we have our chuck in our right hand. All right, we're just going to go around the head, touch the hip, touch the hip, okay? All righty, so we got our chucks down in the right hand.
Google, we're practicing.
Okay? All right, ready? And we go around the head and touch the hip, drop it down. Good. All right, ready? And around the head. Hip, just the hip, down, good. Ready? And again, around the head, So now we're going to take that, we're going to bring it back to the shoulder, okay? So it'll look just like this. Okay? So we're going around the head, touch the hip, bring it back to the shoulder. I like it. Yeah. All right, ready? Now let's try it again. All right? All right, so we drop down, and we're going around the head, hip, shoulder. Okay? All right. Ready? So drop down to the side. Set. Go. Good. All right, ready? Try it again. Ready? Set. Remember, don't go fast. Nice and easy. Ready? Go. And then bring it right back up. Okay? Up, down. And around the head. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Remember, it's not about speed. Okay? All right? Because we don't want to go. All right? And again, you don't have that control yet. Okay? All right? Yeah. So we bring it around. 1, 2, and then back to our shoulder. Okay? So now, once we hit the shoulder, all we're going to do is catch it right underneath our arm. Okay? So this is our flip. All right? So we flip to the front and catch underneath our hip. Okay? All right? So it's going to be around the head. 1, 2, 3. Catch. Okay? And when we catch, we bring the arm down, or the elbow down, so we lock our chuck into place. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right, good. All right, ready? Let's try it again. Ready? We go around the head. 1, 2, 3, and catch. Okay? Good. Perfect. Nice job, Mr. Gunner. All right, ready? Last time, and around the head. 1, 2, 3, catch. Good. Ready? And go. Alright, ready, set, and go. Okay, alright. Yes.
Can you give an example of it?
Example of what? Alright. So now from here, we're going to work just a little nunchuck trick into this, okay? Alright? So now our nunchuck trick, alright, focus in. Alright, so our nunchuck trick is just our wrist work. Okay? Alright? Bring it back just like that. So now what's happening is I'm taking my hanging part of my nunchuck, okay? I bring it up. Once it gets here, I open up my hand. When it rolls around, I grab this side of the chuck, and I let it continue to spin to where it's here. Okay? All right, and then I can turn the key, all right, and kind of go back the other way.
I can't do that.
Okay? So we get boom, right here, and around, right back.
Oh, I did it! I did it!
Good. So just try just the first section. Once you have this portion, okay, and you can get this portion 3 times, okay, 3 times in a row, then go back to the other side, okay? So we have 1, 2, okay? 1,
I did it!
2, okay? All right, so we try it a couple times, and then we're going to come around and help you, okay? All right, so now one thing. All right, your chucks never leave your hand. Okay? They never leave your hand. Don't do one of those, because then you're going to toss them. Okay? All right? So now, as we bring them up, it stays connected with the hand, comes around, boom. So your chuck is really the chain, or the rope, is around the back of your hand. Okay? Have issues with this? Yeah? Alright, pause. Alright, so now we hold our chucks here. Okay? Alright, now it's the hanging portion of the chuck, all right, that we flip, all right, it touches the back of the hand here. Once it's on the back of your hand, we grab and bring it back to the other side, okay? All right, and now to get it back on the other way, same thing, all right? You guys aren't driving yet, or at least you shouldn't be at this point, all right? We're going to turn the key, and what that key turn does is it takes this portion of the chuck and it brings it back to the other side, okay? All right, so we turn the key, boom, and we bring it right back to where we got it, okay? Does that make sense?
Oh, yes, sir. No,
all right, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in, super quick, 5 seconds, 5, 4, 3, 2, okay. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take, and we're going to put it, we're going to add in some jumps. All right, yes, sir.
This kind of makes no sense.
It makes total sense. All right?
Does not
It makes
make sense.
total
And
sense.
it's perfect.
It makes total sense. It makes total sense. Okay? All right? So now, what I want you to do is I want you to get in groups. We're going to have 3 groups. Good. Let's get in. How many groups of 4?
I was going to say.
4 or 5. All right. Now we're going to have one group over here in this blank circle. And one in this blank circle. One group in this blank circle.
I was going to say groups of three.
Groups of 3?
Yes.
Groups of 3?
Yes.
Groups of 3?
Yes.
Groups of 3?
Yes.
All right, we're going to get in groups of 4, okay? And I want one set of 4 in this ring right here, all right, the black square. All right, so find your group of 4. You got 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop down. 5 push-ups, 5 sit-ups. Go. You don't know where you're going? Just find groups of 4. All right? So, yeah. Let's see. All right. Okay. Good? All right. Good. All right. So, now if you're in your group, okay, I want to line right here. Okay? Right. Right. Get that stick together like peas in a pod, huh? All right. There. Fair enough. All right. Right here. Yes, sir. Okay. All right. Let's see. Here. All right, how you doing? Looks like there's one over here. All right. Don't move your feet, man. All right, you guys. I want you guys to line up right here. Okay? All right, just stand to your front, sir. All right, and then this. All right, so, this. All right, everybody give me 2 claps, please. That's like the weakest clap in the world. Everybody give me 2 claps. There you go. All right. Karen's like, all right. So now, what we're gonna do? All right. Can I keep that stuff? I'm not gonna keep that stuff. You can take it. All right. So, there you go. Good. All right. So now, what we're gonna do? All right. We're standing here. We're gonna jump over our pad. Boom. Lock the stance. We're going around the head. 1, 2, 3, and pull back to our cover position. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right, so one more time again. All right, we're jumping over. We lock the stance. Boom. All right, we go to the back. But before we go to the back, we give the next person a high five. Boom. Then we go to the back. and we do 5 jumping jacks. Easy enough?
Yes,
sir. On your feet, let's do it. Whenever you're set, go. This always will give you more control. How you doing, Mr. Bain?
Yes, I did it.
right. Otherwise, I'm going to drop down and beat your face too. Alright, cool. Alright, so this one I want you guys to do. I want you guys to take the shucks, put them in the bucket there, in the box there. Alright, I want you to line up just how we were in the beginning. Okay? Alright? Alright. So Mr. Terrence is going to be here. Alright, followed by Mr. Noah. Alright, and then yellow belts, and then we all go trickle down to our respective places. Does that make sense?
Yes,
We got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2. Are we there?
Yes.
Alright, cool. Alright. Alright, ready? This. Good, nice job. Alright, so now with this, you guys know I always like trying new stuff. Okay? What this does is this kind of shows me, alright, who's kind of ready to take that next step to get where Mr. Terrence is. Mr. Terrence, he does black belt clubs and he does like sparring, alright, he does like weapon work and stuff as well too. Okay? Alright, again, Mr. Terrence is super good at this stuff. Okay? Alright, except he just can't beat teachers. Alright? Alright, and we're working on Mr. Terrence's smiling too. Alright, ready? Hands in. Alright, escape. Ready? Nice and strong, bounce and confidence. Good. Turn around, look your families right in the eyes, hands and fists. Alright. Ready? And escape. Bounce, so thank you. Good. Alright, go give him high five. Top five.